We just recently did a film study on Javonte Williams, covered his game. You can look at that in the archives. If I remember, I'll post it below. But today, against the Baltimore Ravens, he had this one run where he was dragging dudes, and it was possibly one of the most impressive runs of the day. And we're going to go over that right now. Alright guys, here's the play. It's kind of almost started. So we're going to go over this frame by frame. I'll try to play it a little bit, but YouTube slaps my hands every time I try to go full on play. That's why I do this frame by frame. Plus, it's cool on the breakdown anyways. So here he's getting the handoff. We're watching the approach to the line of scrimmage. We got a little pull action to the right with 77. Looks like they're trying to create a lane there for him to run through. Obviously, when you got a pull, that indicates something's happening for the running lane. 77 there pulling, and looks like they are trying to seal off a little hole there. So let's watch where he's headed. Looks like he's headed in that situation, but he bounces it to the left. From what I see is leverage from 87's block and 77's block. It didn't look too good. He probably did not like that. Makes sense. And here, he circled up. He circled up. It's not like he made a bad move. That's probably a smart move. And then bam. What was that? Linebacker, a defender, of course, comes through, pops him. The contact balance of Javonte Williams is what we saw at UNC. And we're seeing it now. He runs with a low center of gravity. He's got a dump truck ass. Look at that ass. He's got a dump truck ass. He's ready to take on these hits. Takes on right on the head or shoulders or whatever. His feet is what you want to notice here. His feet just twist. His knees twist. His hips twist. And just rolls with the contact. Like you take a punch, you want to roll with it. This is what he's doing. He's rolling with the contact. Very smart, very intuitive. And right there, he just rolls out of it. Very smart play. Like, I think a lot of dudes just lets themselves get drove back there. Just let themselves get drove back. This is like next level awareness, especially at the point of contact. Most of the time, what you see happen here is he's either going to drive forward or get drove back. You don't really see many people spin out of a hit like this. And this is what he does. Bam. Now, we're in another situation here. Got rid of guy one. What's going to happen here? He cuts inside. Just a swift little tiny cut. Gets past 23. And now he's going to have to engage in some more contact. Looks like one guy at least. Two guys. One guy at the bottom of the legs. One guy kind of like at the rib area. Runs over that dude. Puts him on his face. And here, he's just slower than the other guy. He's just low. There's the other guy falling. The other guy's kind of falling from the block and trying to make the tackle at the same time. Just a recipe of disaster for him. That's why he hits the ground. But still, if you're not right, you're going to be down on the ground every single time when you're not coming at Javonte. Another thing, too, look at how his shoulders are angled here. While he's bracing for contact, he's balled up, he's low. His knees are low. It's tough to bring down there. And plus, he's a bigger dude. He's got a little bit of wiggle and burst to him. Thick. You're not going to tackle him if you're not 100% right to make the tackle. So that guy falls. 44 tries to go. He goes for a ride. Look how high he is on him. Bam. Just wrapping him up. This is all I got. This is all I can do. I'm just going to ride you. Hopefully I get some help. And 23 comes up. Tries to jump on the pile. He's pretty much hugging his teammate. He's not even touching Javonte. And then we got his teammate coming in too, trying to push him off. This is almost comical. 44 still riding until he slips off. So this is really a funny play when you think of it, when you look at the defense here. So approach to the line of scrimmage is really good here. Notices that everything's clogged up. So now he's like, what the fuck do I do now? I'm going to shake here to the left, see what I can find. And maybe I got something, and then bam, gets hit, contact. But contact balance, contact awareness is, you never hear anyone say contact awareness, but yes, this is contact awareness. Knowing to spin off of this hit is just very intuitive. Bam, spins off. This guy is fertilized. Sees this guy, cuts in, then bam, bounces off these dudes. Bam. And then 44 is like, I'm going to just hitch on, go for a ride. Maybe I'll get some backup. 23 is like, yeah, I'll hitch on to you too. It's like the human centipede right here. This is pretty much what we got. The human centipede of a run. And his teammates trying to pull them off. 44 still on. Finally gets the ankle. He's got the Ken Shamrock ankle lock on Javonte Williams. But this is a good run. The thing I like most, obviously, if you've been watching these last few minutes, is right here at the point of contact. Bam. He's not really, he gets ready kind of late because he doesn't see it till late. But he still has enough time to drop the shoulders. And then as he hits, he's twerking that body, contorting himself, making that spin, good feet. And this is all bang, bang. Now I'm going to run it. Bam! I like that. It's all instant. Like boom, boom. So here, sees it. Bam! Rolls out. Cuts in. Guy's trying to hang on for life. And that's the human centipede action. This is a good run. I can go over this day in and day out. I love it when guys can absorb contact like that. Also like that how he did it. That's just different. Most guys will just try to run through it, and they'd either get pushed back or they push it forward. But this is just smart. Rolls out, cuts in, and then barrels forward. Javonte Williams is a good running back. We saw this in North Carolina, and he's just transitioning to the NFL level. From a fantasy football perspective, he's a good long-term play. This year in redraft, he's eventually going to hit. They're eventually going to have to give him the workload. They're eventually going to have to take a look under the hood and to see what they got with the rookie. It's just, with these rookies sometimes they pop off. Last 6 weeks of the season, last couple games of the season, week 8, week 4, week 5, week 6. You never know. You just got to be patient with them. Sometimes it's year 2. But when you hear good things from camp, you're seeing good clips from them on almost a weekly basis. That's a good thing to know. We're seeing this with Javonte Williams. He should eventually get the keys to the car sooner than later. I would expect it to be sometime this season as long as everything keeps going well. But I like him. I like what I've been seeing. A lot of people also like him. So checks and balances have been working out good there. But just stay patient with him, especially if you have him in fantasy football. Dynasty, of course, stay patient with him. Most people who have him in Dynasty aren't really going to sell him on the cheap anyways. So if you got him, you're probably going to hold on to him unless you get a really damn good offer. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep doing this content. It helps me do these film studies, gives me the motivation to help you with your fantasy teams and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.